While we've grown a week mini bong, I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. And I have an audio issue that I'm not sure you guys can necessarily hear, but I'm going to fix that. And okay, we're back. Okay, we're good. You know, an early visit from our good pal Kremzik. Yeah, welcome. We're here 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, okay. Well, so let's say hi to everybody in the chat like we usually do. We got the Prime 1, Mega Prime 101, one of our channel members. Thank you for your support. See, Super VH, Oktar, another channel member. Thank you. Robert C4, Rafcore, Razorquake 46. Steta Mega just subscribed. Welcome to the party, pal. Ditto. Don Paul Andrews, Mercenary Terror. Let's see who else. I saw Genuine Red Alert's in here. Channel member, thank you for your support. Wolfman and Cuddy Fox, Mike Hilario, And yeah, lots of people in here. I'm sure I missed some of you guys. It's just because there's a lot of stuff to scroll back through. It doesn't mean I don't like you. I just missed you. It's okay. And thank you to you who's watching the replay. Let us know that you're watching the replay in the comments. Not you guys live. I know you're watching, but oh, anyway, you can put a comment if you want. It's up to you. Oh, how am I? Apparently I'm a little loopy already. I don't know why. Yeah, how about we get started and talk about the news or something. This weekend's event is called All Angles, and yeah, it's a pretty nice little event. 2,500 Prime shards, 2,500 4-star shards, 7,500 3-star shards, 30,000 Premium shards. Pretty much the standard shard level for events lately. 300,000 Combat Spark, and 15 upgraded Power Core chips, which they say will drop Building or Bot or G1 Power Cores. Usually it's either Building or Bot. Well, now I guess you get either or all. So there you go. It's an individual event. It starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. One big prize list, Super XP throughout the event. Gotta be headquarters level 4, hit the yellow event button, pick a zone, win the battle, collect the points, collect the prizes. Then battle zones are the standard battle zones. And the maximum point total is 10,000. So pretty easy event for most people who've been playing for a while and got their bots leveled up. Might be a little difficult for anybody who's just starting out or who just doesn't play the game. So yeah, so there's the list, and there you go. So this is a really good time to get out there. We don't get Prime Shards very often. This is not an individual event you should skip. So I would definitely go out there, put in your effort, and go get those Prime Core Shards. Plus, you get a full 4-star crystal out of it by the time you get to the end. Almost 4 3-star crystals and like 30 premium crystals. So it's go play the event. It won't take you much time. Yeah. Cuddy Fox is saying you could take the first 2 days off and still get the event done, or do it on the first day and have the whole weekend off. However you guys want to do it. I mean, it's that's the nice thing about the game. You play the way that you want, unless you're in an alliance who imposes requirements upon you. So. But that's up to you and your alliance. So, in the newsletter, we talked about the 5-star batch. It was revealed a few weeks ago. We talked about it on the news stream last week, and the newsletter says the next 5-star batch is going to be released this week. And honestly, I haven't even checked in the game yet to see if it's out. Usually, it comes out Thursdays. So, I suppose we can go ahead and go over there and see. Is the new batch there? What's in the new 5-star crystal? Yep. So there you go. The new 5-star batch is live in the game in the 5-star crystal. So there you go. Rotor Storm, Roadbuster, Scattershot, Optimal Optimus, Sentius Magnus, and for the Decepticons, it is Spinister, Half Shell, Leozak, Transmetal 2, Megatron in tiny little font, and Sentius Malice. So there you go, back to the slides. And that's basically all it's saying on this slide is what we just saw in the game, so we'll move on. We just still haven't seen images of Wreck-Gar or Jumpkeep in the newsletter. I think they showed them off on a stream a couple of weeks ago, which I managed to miss and haven't gone back and watched. But this is a screen grab from the newsletter itself. These two bots will be joining Earth Wars very soon. Don't have much to share, but if you've never run an endurance event, you might want to consider this one. We're releasing our first medic since Minerva and Flatline. This ability is sure to question whether it has a spot in your team. So, there's a clue. Redgar and Jumpkeep are going to be a new medic. They don't talk about what the ability, but this is a huge hint. This is a huge hint. If you're not familiar with Game of Thrones, this is the Night King. And who is like the main villain of the entire series, beyond all the other scheming and whatever. This is the main villain who's going to like destroy their world, and his power is resurrecting the dead. In fact, that's what he's doing right there with his arms raised. He's resurrecting the dead to go attack people. So that makes me think Wreck-Gar and Jumpkeep are going to have some kind of ability to maybe bring back a bot that has died back onto the battlefield somehow. Maybe. I mean, that seems to be what they're hinting here. I mean, why else would they put this guy in here? He has nothing to do with Transformers. So that's my thought about it. How it's actually going to happen and what kind of percentage are they going to do. I mean, they already do the whole bring back, like the past 5 seconds or something, the Vector Prime. You know, you put a Vector Prime core on a bot, they go, if they die, they'll scoot back a certain number of seconds depending on the level. They could be just invoking the similar thing to Vector Prime, but just you get to pick which bot. Or is it random? We don't know. We'll find out when they actually release it. But I'm telling you now, you're going to be resurrecting bots with Redgar and Jumpkeep. So, yes, they said you might want to consider the endurance event. If their ability is what I think it's going to be, yeah, you might want to go battle for this guy. So anyway, that's my theory. They're going to be able to bring back a fallen bot back onto the battlefield. And, I mean, even if you go back to the 86 Transformers movie, as soon as the Autobots made friends with the Junkion, Ultra Magnus had been blown apart, so what do? They put him back together and bring him back from the dead. It's even within the canon, really, to do that with these bots. So, I'm telling you, that's what's going to come. You know, mark my words. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, but that's you know. Anyway, I think I said enough, right? Yeah. All right. So that was basically it in the newsletter. But I wanted to go on and on about that. Oh, and I got my review camera working. I just had to reset my little interface last week. It didn't work last week. I just had to reset it. You know, so easy enough. But yeah, so there is the Studio Series 86 Wreck-Gar and Jumpkeep, and that is apparently what they are going to look like in the game. So even though we haven't seen them in the game, there they are. That's what you're going to get. And they do turn into motorcycles, as you would expect from a Junkion. And yeah, there you go. Let's go back and we get to the community corner time, which is where I go, and I don't have a special button for this, so I have to go click over there. You guys can't see what I'm doing. It makes no difference to you, but I'm still narrating what I'm doing for some reason. Content, whatever. Anyway, so I told you I'm feeling weird. I don't know why. Razor Quake, a regular contributor to our community corner. So apparently Forza Horizon 5 finally added the Lancia Stratos so he can make himself a proper wheeljack. And so there you go. Looks great. And we've got a nice deep cover. You know, now the crazy thing is, back there in Siege, they released 2 different deep covers. They released one in this deco where he was black with like a little bit of blue highlight. Then they released one who was opposite. He was blue with the black highlight. They're both Autobots. It wasn't even shattered glass. Nothing. It's just 2 different deep covers in the same line. I mean, you know, it's just weird that it happened like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got them both, and they're both good. Because I mean, that Siege Sideswipe mold is one of the best, you know, molds they've done in a very long time, and which is probably why they've put out like 18 different repaints. I think I'm exaggerating a little bit, but maybe not. And looks like Razor Quake is in that spirit. Repainted that Lambo into G2 Sideswipe, which is one of those bots that that still eludes me from this Toxitron wave. I still haven't found that tropical Sideswipe, as I'm calling him. I did find the Watermelon Mirage and the Sprite Cycle, but the tropical Sideswipe eludes me. But good news, I saw that the G2 Lemon Drop Grimlock, as I'm calling him, came back in stock at Hasbro Pulse, and I got to order in, so he's coming. I don't know when, but I placed the order today, so we're going to see Lemon Drop Grimlock. I'm getting ahead of myself though. We're still talking the community corner, Razor Quake. So we've got Elita 1 looking nice. Is that a Dodge Charger? I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, it's a good choice for Elita 1. I can see her doing that. And we've got Alien Frog with some stop motion. Let's go see what we got going on here. Nice little transformation video from Drag Strip there. Very impressive. And then he just kind of flew off to the side so well. Nice. And yeah, cool. I like it. And so we've got Ironhide and I don't remember your YouTube name handle, but we got the Zone Creation, the Zap bots. These are the Ninja bots, half ninja and half Jamaican. Gaiden is a playful spark of the Ninja bots. Turns into a car. Looks like he got size for weapons. Or Gaiden, I'm not sure. Light is the team prankster, known for appearing out of nowhere. Very cool. Got nose cone vibes there with a little bit of a drill tank going on there. Walker, the dedicated scientist, who is a fancy car. We'll call it a Bentley for no other reason. And apparently has a whip. Very cool. Oh, and I'm just seeing numerous techniques, including Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, and Cobra Kai. Gee, I wonder what movie and series you're a fan of. Yeah, nice. I am too. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the show. Yeah, let's see, what do we got? We got Shadow, appropriately named, being a stealth bomber. Nice, with a sword. I like the choices you got there for your alt modes. And Samari, who's the charismatic leader, and is a tank, but you know, like with wheels. And the combiner is Ninjatus, dedicated to protecting human life and defeating evil thoughts throughout the galaxy. Very cool. Nice job on that. And Prime and Duncan is showing off her maxed nose cone. So whenever nose cone gets a buff, you better watch out for Prime and Duncan. And watch out even more because there's a rank available, so you could be even getting him even stronger. So looks like she hasn't committed any power cores or combat bots to him yet, because I expect that he's retired and just waiting for that buff when he becomes a 5-star. So go vote for nose cone next time we can vote for 5-star bots. Let's get him in there and let's get the buff. I didn't talk about it, but the new bots in the batches, they got a little bit of buff. I think the Sentius twins are the only ones that didn't get a little bit of a rework, but you know, all of the other 4 bots in the 5-star batch all got a little bit of a rework, and that's what I'm saying. They'll do that for nose cone. Vote for him. Anyway, next up we got more. Oh my gosh! I hope you guys aren't hearing this sound. Okay, that was a little wild there. Yeah. sorry, bud. Not your best. So we've got more creations from Razor Quake. So we've got Jazz, if he was in Rise of the Beast. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got the whole G1 Jazz vibes. You know, we didn't get it in Rise of the Beast, even though we got his vehicle mode. So you gave it to us here, nice. And of course we got the Mirage version as well. And oh gosh, I hope this one isn't loud again. Oh, so we got more drag strip. All right, so we've seen this. It says here on the comment, added more to it. So okay, so he flew off. Oh, we've got Dead End coming in here now, showing off. Yeah, there we go. And there he goes. And I expect we'll probably be seeing more and more as he gets the other Stunticons completed. Robert C4 showing off some customs that he's done. So I had to get my boy Jaguar done. It looks like he used the, was that Power of the Primes? I think it was. Beachcomber. Looks good. And I believe Jaguar was a Dune Buggy, so that's definitely an appropriate bot. And this is the bots that turn into Lyle Kaisers, so... Oh, I can't place that... oh, that one next to that, that's basically Brawl. The Brawl mode. Or did you get Computron and that's like Nose Cone? And, or, no, actually, you probably bought the Lyle Kaiser set, didn't you? But that set did not from Combiner Wars, but it didn't come with Jaguar. So that's what you did. You actually added him to the team, right? It's Drillhorn. Yeah, I know I couldn't get the name, but I was thinking that was a custom. But it occurred to me after I started talking that you probably got the actual Lyle Kaiser set that did come out, and so that's probably what you were. Oh, you only found Drillhorn off of eBay. Okay. But that was a legit Drillhorn. Okay, cool. So you made his buddy Jaguar. So there you go. Let's get some close-up photos. Nice shot of your finger over here. Everybody knows it, man. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's some good work, man. I couldn't even tell. I mean, other than just, you know, the shape of them, you wouldn't know that was actually Beachcomber at one point. So yeah, nice job. Now Razor Quake is showing off some real life figures. Bumblebee showing off the movie ending with the Bayverse truck. These are the scale models. They don't transform. These are just like the highly accurate cars that I see on that. So yeah. I see those in the aisle anytime I go shopping, and they do look really good. But man, I just don't have space for them. If I'm wrong, correct me. Okay, so this next one here, this is the Studio Series 100 Bumblebee. I got that. So, but that Prime definitely looks like it's one of those other vehicles. And here's Red Alert showing off some, I assume, some new acquisitions. I know the one in the middle definitely is. So we've got, what's his name? Hardhead over there from Titan's Return. We've got a nice Skywarp statue off to the side, just posing there. So that looks good. And of course, in the middle, I don't know the name. I didn't actually get this figure, so I know that's a third-party Masterpiece scaled roller. I want to say Ruller, like R-U-L-L-E-R. So from I don't think it's Fans Toys. It's some other company, but I heard it's actually pretty reasonably priced, and for everything I've heard, people like it. He comes in different colors. This I think is the blue one. And he also came with the silver, and there might be some other colors. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, he's confirming it's Roller. So X-Transbots. Oh, that's probably why I didn't get it, because I'm like so done with X-Transbots after the Stunticons, man. Yeah, I just had to move that Menasor the other day. I'm like, if I don't regret purchasing many things, but going all in on the X-Transbot Stunticons, I really regret. I mean, the individual bots are nice, but that Menasor is just terrible. It does not stand. It's not stable. It might be okay if you just take Motormaster out, and of course, you don't need him there, because it's almost like the Legacy one. The trailer is the entire thing. You don't even hardly need. You need it more for the Legacy, but you don't need it whatsoever for the X-Transbots version of Menosaurus. Okay, so Red Alert saying 3 colors. It's officially Mod Fans is what it's released under. Okay. And I believe that brings us to the end of our stream submissions. So thank you everybody for that. And I know some of you guys got those last couple of pictures in right at the tail end before getting in here. So nice job beating the buzzer. And let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the slides. We go in, and the button isn't working the way it's supposed to. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way and hit the other button, and just if you don't know the address to where you're at right now, there it is. And Engineer Hoist on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, eBay. I've actually got stuff up for sale on eBay right now. I need a clear space, so yeah, if you're interested, go look for me. I got some stuff up there. And roll credits. Thank you to everybody, and I really need to make sure I get this updated. So if you become a channel member and I don't have you in here, I apologize. I do need to get it updated, but thank you. I do appreciate your support. Thank you also to our moderators who help out here on YouTube as well as in Discord. So, that brings us to the end of the news. So what do we do after the news? We crack crystals, right? Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot here to crack, but we got a few. Picked them up over the last weekend. And we'll start off with these 3-star crystals. These are all going to be duplicates, but we'll go ahead and crack them anyway. That should... Yeah, I was just shy of enough shards for a 4-star crystal, and that this should probably put me over the hump. Oh, nice little gold volatile mixture from that 3-star dupe. So we'll go over here. We'll go ahead and, as expected, we'll claim our 4-star crystal. We'll come back. We'll crack this War for Cybertron skin chip. Which Decepticon do we get? This is Impactor. And yes, it's the Decepticon Impactor because I've already got the Autobot Impactor. I've got all the Autobots, so I knew that was definitely the Decepticon version of the Impactor. It's so confusing. All right, let's crack these premium crystals and go through and get this out of. Duplicate 4-star Sea Spray, getting us that much closer to 5-star crystal. And got a gold Death Pulse. Don't really care about that. That's food. Not a whole lot there. Hit that skip button a little too soon because it's thinking. There we go. Oh, I got a gold G1. I think it said Dust Up. And here we go. All 2-star food there. Well, not food, duplicates. And the last round of premium duplicates is... There we go. That is done, and we will now move on to finish this off with an opening of a... Getting what 4-star duplicate are we getting today? Man, I'm so... One of these days that reverse psychology is going to work. We got sludge and explosive shells, which I don't need because I'm already got G metals of those on all my cannons, so that's food. But more 5-star shards, and we got some sludge shards. So let's go ahead and go check how close are we. So we got a little ways to go. We're just shy of 4,000 on our way to 5,000. So we still got a few duplicates to go. And, one of the things that really tempts me. Oh, we got two now. So here in the Autobots, it's got the 2 there, which means you can go the character shards, which means I've collected enough to grab a 4-star duplicate. But you know, it was Swoop at first, so somebody else is new. It's probably Sludge since we just got him. Yeah, Sludge and Swoop. So yeah, so Swoop has been sitting there for a while, keeping that number on, and we just added Sludge to it. And I was just about to go grab Swoop, and I was like, you know what? You need character shards to do the ranks. So we're just going to have to deal with the fact that that 2 or whatever number is going to end up being there until we can go and do some ranks. Yeah. Oh, you know, speaking of which, I think I got some bots to rank. And of course, anytime you crack crystals, you need to go double check. So, yeah, so there's Storm Clash. Where did I pass Swoop? Did I pass Swoop yet? I don't think so. Anyway, we'll go ahead and go in and we'll rank up Storm Clash. Because we got the shards and we've got plenty of the class shards. Boom. Professional Husky is saying I'm getting close to Snarl. Cool. Yeah, but I say you're commenting on my character shards. I didn't catch that, but I appreciate you letting me know. Swoop's got to be higher than this. Where is he? I know I missed him. Why am I missing Swoop? There he is. Okay, so I've already got him ranked up once to Corporal. So now you got to get to 15,000. So you got to get to like twice of what you can get a 4-star crystal for there. So if you want to rank up beyond Corporal to Sergeant or whatever, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that there's character shards in there, and don't waste them on the 4-star crystals. Because all that number says is I'm halfway to the next rank for Swoop and halfway to the next rank for Sludge now. See, and see Sludge here again. Yeah, he's a little more than halfway beyond where Swoop was, but still, he's still only about halfway to Sergeant. But unless somebody comes up faster, they're probably going to be my first bots to Sergeant. Okay, so here is Rust Dust ranking up. Alien Frog noticing that the symbols for the ranks are the siege symbols. You know, I don't think they're exactly the same, but they're definitely inspired by. So yeah, you're definitely on the right track. You know, we saw them first in Siege, as far as I know, but I tried to line them up with the Siege ranks. I don't think they're exact, but they're pretty darn close. And so like even like here, he's an air class, so they've kind of got the little thing, I guess, this way, and to know that he's air class, and they put like a little line, a little chevron down at the bottom to show that he's been upgraded to Corporal. I think that's all I had. Let's go ahead and go finish going through. Oh no, we got Gnaw. Let's go ahead and get him there. We got Corporal Gnaw, and he's cheering. And that is it. All right. Yeah, sometimes I like to pronounce the G. You know, Gnaw. Just being silly. Yeah, I think that's all the damage we can do, so to speak, in Earth Wars. And didn't get any new bots this week. We got a bunch last time, but you know, my camera wasn't working. You want to take a look at them again? I still got them here. could have ranked up Huffer. Well, let's go double check. Did I miss? Did I miss Huffer? I did miss Huffer. I think my thumb must have been covering it because that's right about where I hold my thumb. So I was probably sitting there and just totally missed that there. So thank you. Congratulations, Corporal Huffer. Oh, thanks, bud. I see a few of you guys calling me out on that. Yeah, I didn't see it because he's off to the one side. And my thumb, that's right about where I hold my thumb. So totally missed it. Gnaw the Gnaller, he gnaws people with his teeth. Yep. Fixing cores costs energon, and I've got other things to spend to energon. That's why I don't. That's why I've got a lot more cores that need fixing more than Huffers. It costs energon, and I'm busy trying to level up the other power cores or abilities because I need to upgrade abilities so I don't waste spark. And you saw last time we were cracking crystals, it was telling me you got too many power cores, go fuse some. So I'm using my energon for that, and swapping out cores for bots like Huffer, who is basically a dispatch mission bot. Not really a priority. So I agree, though. There's definitely some power core work I can put on some people since I've gotten a lot more power cores, which would be more appropriate for them. But he's just not a priority. There's a few bots I've got I don't even have any power core on yet, just because I haven't got to it yet. It happens. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. Yeah, I've talked about it a lot about how I'm feeling like crushed. I mean, it looks relatively clean behind me because ignore this spot right here. But that's because I'm trying to keep it clean just for the camera view. This is just one spot I can't manage. But outside of that, there's a lot of mess. This is like the only surface I have available, and that's not always that way. So I've got too much stuff. I need to get rid of it and kind of condense my collection. So I've been going through and working on trying to get things out of here, and so I'm putting stuff up on eBay for sale. Maybe get a little bit of money back. I'm not expecting to make a lot of money. Some things I've done pretty good on. Most things I'm going to sell at a loss, and that's fine. But it's still going to be money that I didn't have before, and it's cleared space out of the house. So that's the biggest thing there. So, but I've got other stuff. I plan on bringing things. I haven't decided exactly what I'm bringing to TFCon, which is in like 2 months, by the way. So I don't know if anybody's going to TFCon Orlando. I will be there along with a lot of the other guys that I hang out with. Patriot Prime, Bert the Stormtrooper. I know Red Alert's going, so it'd be good to hang out with you over there. And Rodimus Primal, if you guys are familiar with him, he'll be there. Kato's collection. So there's a lot of us going there. It's nice because it's practically in my backyard. It's like an hour away. I'm still going to be staying over there, or not actually at the hotel. I'm going to be off property a little bit, just because even though it's only an hour away, that's still 2 hours a day I'd have to waste driving. I'd rather just do that. Am I not streaming that week? Super VH is asking. Probably not, because I did sign up for the custom class. I don't know what they're doing yet. But custom class is Friday morning, so I will be heading over there and checking into the hotel Thursday evening. So yeah, probably not streaming that week. If I do, I won't be. If I do stream, it won't be that Thursday night like usual, and it probably would, and it definitely would not be about Earth Wars. I'm not sure how it would work. I did a little bit. If you remember, 2 years ago at TFCon, I did a haul video. I stayed over like Sunday night before I traveled that Monday. So to occupy myself and to have fun with you guys, I actually did stream from the hotel and showed off all the stuff that I got. So there may be something like that. There may be some. I don't know. You know, I'm still a little self-conscious about being that guy holding the phone out, hey, and walking through a crowd or whatever. You know, some people, they don't care about it. I'm self-conscious about it for whatever reason, but that's just me. So make sure you have notifications on. You know, something may pop up, but I've got no plans. But I am going to be taking some stuff over there. So if you're going to be over there in the evening, I plan to hang out in the lobby with a couple of bins of stuff to sell, and they're going to be priced to move. So if you happen to be there and you want something from my collection, come on over. I'll have some deals for you. Not sure what yet, but pretty sure it's going to be a bunch of Dark of the Moon stuff. Like the original Dark of the Moon stuff, which has been replaced by Studio Series. I may do some Combiner Wars or that Prime Wars trilogy. Not sure yet. But yeah, definitely Dark of the Moon stuff. I can guarantee you that. That's already in a bin. I just don't have it planned out yet. But I got a lot of the Cyberverse out of the Dark of the Moon, so you know. Yeah, doing that. Okay, so yeah. All right, so we got these guys here. We'll move them off to the side. We'll go ahead and bring in these other guys since we weren't able to look at them closely. I want to start off with Jawbreaker here because this is cool. You know, he's that Stiggy Moloch or you know, Pachycephalosaurus. This is the warrior class. It's not quite the deluxe class, but it's pretty cool. He's got this little gun. It kind of flips out from the side of his fist. And it's cool that they got it in a nice silver color, but the problem is the same piece on the other side, even though it doesn't flip out, it's not silver. So it would have been nice if they'd have put some silver on there. But it's warrior class. What are you going to do? You know? The fact that he's got that kind of a gimmick is pretty cool already. And he's got pretty much most of the articulation. It doesn't have a waist swivel, but his head turns. You know, his arms do the thing. He's got ball joints, so he's got pretty good articulation on the elbows, the hips, the knees. So I mean, he's a pretty articulated little bot. I mean, you know, these warrior classes is actually not. They're good bots. I mean, they're not to this level, but they're pretty good. You know, it's better than Play School. But anyway, so excuse me. I'll transform this guy. We just turn his head around and pop up his Stiggy head. And he's got some arms, and I mean, you could kind of do this, and he's just like a weird thing, but no, that's not what you're supposed to do. So you flip out the legs here, you bend the knees kind of halfway so that you can flip out the tail, and then, like so many things, like so many legs or so many Transformers, you tab the legs together. Rotate these around. It's not actually the arm joint. The arm joint is on another little thing that rotates around. And then there's a little peg in a hole. You kind of tab that in, and then you rotate the forearm around, and then you close up the legs. And there's Jawbreaker in his little alt mode. Pretty nice little dino bot, if I, you know. Pretty nice little dino bot. He's got really nice paint on his dino head. So he closes up. He closes up pretty good, you know. And it's kind of funny that, you know, he got the idea kind of from Grimlock, and his transformation is very similar to Grimlock. So, but yeah, so there you go, and that's Jawbreaker. So if you see him out there, he's a pretty good little bot, worth picking up. So far I've got Jawbreaker and I've got Twitch. I'm not getting like the Optimus and the Megatron or the Bumblebee. I got plenty of those guys, but I'm getting more of the Earthspark specific bots, like Twitch, like Jawbreaker. I'd love to see a hashtag, but Voyager class hashtag. She's big. She's a big bot. She needs to be Voyager class. She won't be. I doubt it. But she should be like Voyager class, you know, hashtag. Thrash would be cool. Yeah, basically that's what I'm going for, Super VH Terrans. Nightshade, there's a deluxe class Nightshade supposed to come out. I haven't seen them on the shelf yet, but they're on the package of the you know, the deluxes. They show all the bots in the wave, so Nightshade's there. Just haven't seen them on the shelf yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, so we got Watermelon, Mirage, a lot of bright colors out of these there. So I think I mentioned it. If you didn't catch it last week, his one knee joint here is very stiff. You know, it actually moved there, but it's moving better now. Or was it this one? No. So I don't know what happened, but it seems to have loosened up. But when I first got it, I was afraid I was going to break that joint. But in fact, I felt like I was taking a risk right there trying to show that to you. But I don't expect to see him in alt mode again, just because I'm afraid of that joint. It was very tight, and but I did get him. Got a picture. But yeah. That's Watermelon Mirage. I know I got the Masterpiece one. He's still sitting back up there somewhere. If you look real close, he's right there. But it's cool to have a Hasbro one. You know, I love the crazy color bots. I love the crazy colors. That's why I got that Grimlock. You know, do I need another Grimlock? Another Studio Series Grimlock? No. But is it going to be cool to have a bright yellow and teal Grimlock? Yes, it will be. So the other one I picked up when I found Watermelon Mirage is Laser Cycle here, and it looks kind of like lemon lime. So the first thing that came to mind was Sprite, so I'm calling her Sprite Cycle. Or is it her? So it seems these tend to be female figures here. So we're calling her Sprite Cycle. And you can call her 7-Up Cycle, but it doesn't roll off the tongue as easily. Or, you know, or Lemon Lime Cycle. It doesn't quite work as well. So Sprite Cycle it is. And I'm pretty sure I had to put some Kiki, you know, or floor polish or whatever in that joint. This whole RC mold, terrible, you know, looseness right at this hinge joint. So, you know, when I first got her out of the package, I go to stand her up and it just completely bends over backwards. So yeah, this is probably the worst one of all of them that I got for that problem. But yeah, if you've seen the RC mold once, you've seen her a bunch of times. That's what this is. It's got a different head. And is it's the I can't remember. It's the one that came out in the Velocitron, the red one, Road Rocket. And mold mate, we've got Ariel with an E. Razor Quake is calling it Fembot Jazz. You can call it what you want. I'm still calling her Sprite Cycle. This, however, is Elite Ariel with an E for, they won't say it, but for trademark reasons. But you can spell it however you want. Either way, she's Ariel. So obviously got a new head to be Ariel, and we can compare her with Sprite Cycle over here since she's available. She did not come with the little circle psi thing or whatever. She came with a nice little gun here, and you can see she's got a little bit of that, that joint issue too. Not as bad though. And in addition to the new head, she did actually get a new front of the motorcycle. So this is like the standard one that we've gotten from RC and all the other repaints or whatever. But Ariel gets a new front. So cool. And that's an easy thing to do because I don't know about hers, but for Sprite Cycle it came disassembled and packaged, but it pretty much just untabs off. So you can actually take this piece off pretty easily. In fact, I had plans to do that. I got an extra RC with the plans at some point to model up a new one because I want to make like you use that to make like Nancy the Junkion. But it definitely would need a new front for the robot mode and a new head too. But how I'm going to actually, I can probably come up with something for the vehicle, but how would I come up with a new head? I have no clue. So it's an idea I have, and I got an extra RC for whenever I do that. And of course, Ariel came with Dion, Optimus Prime's buddy who perished and was not rebuilt in the War Dawn episode. There are theories out there that could Dion have been rebuilt into Ultra Magnus or possibly even Ironhide, because those are a couple of Optimus Prime's oldest friends, and it would make sense that Dion would have become one of them. Well, in the G1 continuity, that's not explained anywhere. Ultra Magnus is just Ultra Magnus. There's nothing anywhere to indicate whether Dion became. So as far as G1 cartoon is concerned, Dion just simply died. But I believe he did show up a few other times in some comics or whatever. Yeah, so. But overall, I don't think, it's certainly not canon that he became Ultra Magnus or Ironhide. But hey, if you want to hold that as a fan theory or something, if you want or a headcanon or whatever, by all means. I mean, I can see where the theory comes from. It makes sense, but yeah. Super VH is saying, watch the basics on Dion. I'm sure Rodimus Primal covered it on covered Dion as well. We got the Gamer Edition Cliff Jumper. As you might expect, he's basically Red Bumblebee, but he has a head which is very similar to the Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper, because that is what he had in the game. So yeah, so he's as per usual, he is Red Bumblebee with a different head. And all the same accessories, the sword and both of the guns that you can replace his cannon with. We'll just keep him off to the side. Maybe slide him in here. Studio Series 86 Brawn. Get this guy. He's awesome. Get Brawn. He is an awesome bot. Looks great. Looks like he stepped right out of the movie. One of the things that's so amazing to me is when you transform him, by the time everything comes together, it's almost like the original G1 Transformer, because his legs end up being the whole side of each of the vehicles, just like in the original one, and the arms kind of tucked back up inside the back, just like the original one, and his head is still basically in that same spot, just like the original one. The only difference is he's got this piece that rotates around to form the front. So they figured this out to where he basically doesn't have a hood. So, really cool. So yeah, highly recommend Braun, especially if you're a fan of that character. Get this guy. Studio Series Gamer Edition Megatron came in. I still need to actually bring out my the original one from the Fall of Cybertron line from all those years ago. This guy is a Voyager class. That one was a deluxe class, so I'm sure this guy's going to be a little bit bigger. He also came with this really nice mace, which the other one didn't. But I got no complaints with this. This is good. This is good. Man, if you like Megatron, this is a good one. And one of the things I like about this Megatron, both the Fall of Cybertron one and this one, is it's not symmetrical transformation. Yeah, I mean, if you look at all the other bots, it's okay. You fold both things into the center. You do both sides out the same way. You know, some people say second verse is the same as the first. You know that guy. This is not the case with Megatron. Well, on the legs it is, but the arms, the whole upper body, it's a completely different transformation for both sides, and I think that's really cool. It's always nice to see something unique like that, where it's not just do the same thing twice to fold it together and then cover it up with the hood or something. So. Probably should have started with the big guys to get them in the back there. Sprite Cycle, hang out there. And the last one, Larkin's Lair helped me out with this one. He's probably going to show up at my Target by now, but and would have saved me some shipping money. But this is the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 106, 102. I don't know. But the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. I wasn't going to get this guy, but as soon as I saw, because I'm like, who needs another Optimus Prime? But when they revealed the Optimus Primal, they said he's going to come with a battle axe intended for this guy. I was like, okay, well, I guess I might as well go get him too. So, and then Larkin's Lair happened to find an extra one and said, hey, anybody want this? I said, yeah, me. So I paid him for the cost of the figure and the shipping. He sent it over to me, and here he is. And he's good. He's got I like the Bumblebee movie version of the Studio Series Prime. I think this guy is probably better in bot mode, particularly with the way the back cleans up. Because the Bumblebee movie one, he was very wide around the hips. So I mean, if you look past his torso, like right here and right here, it's very clean. It's very tight. There you don't see anything behind it. You just see Ariel and Mirage poking through. If this was the Bumblebee movie version of Optimus Prime, he'd have little flaps there, blocking them, so you wouldn't have the nice photo bomb from those two bots there in the back. So, and the transformation is probably one of the most unique transformations I've seen on an Optimus Prime figure. The only drawback on the alt mode is what they do with his little leg pieces. They flip up, and I would have rather they collapsed down a little bit, or even just stayed where they were instead of having so much of that back there. That's probably the only drawback to the alt mode. Otherwise, fantastic figure. Highly recommend it. Yeah. So, yeah, Big Bronze. I said, who needs another Optimus Prime? Big Bronze Rim. He's right. Everyone needs another Optimus Prime. Yep. And yes, you guys are right. That's exactly who I was referencing there. So I know you guys are out there watching him. I watch him too. Honestly, I haven't watched any of his videos in a long time, but I've watched many of his videos. So yes. All right. So how are we doing on? Oh man, we're good. We haven't even hit an hour yet. So I'm gonna clear some of this stuff out. So let's see. You want me to transform any of these guys? We transformed Jawbreaker. You want to do any of these other guys? If not, I'll pick. This guy's just Cup. Yeah, so you know how Cup transforms. And she's just Ariel. You guys know how Ariel transforms. I mean RC. This is RC. You guys know how RC transforms. Pretty sure you guys know how Mirage transforms, and even if you didn't, I'm not transforming this guy because of the aforementioned leg issue. So that brings us down to these three guys. Robert C4 says Emco is one of my spirit animals. Big bronze rims haven't got a transformer in ages. Don't collect mainline. Masterpieces basically died. There's not much to go after. Yeah, there's not a lot of masterpieces coming out. I do have the Hoist pre-ordered, as you might expect. I don't know if I'm not really going after a lot of masterpiece much anymore. It's just the space issue and the cost issue, and yeah. I'm not saying I'm saying I'm going to get rid of my masterpiece. I'm not saying I won't ever get another one, but I'm happy with what I have, and I may still get others. But I mean, of course, I'm going to get the Hoist one. So we'll take the gun out. So we're doing Brawn. I saw Alien Frog says do Brawn, so we're going to do Brawn. All right, so I'm not sure what order the instructions say, but I know you fold the fists in at some point. And can't remember what direction you're supposed to rotate, and we'll get to that point. So we'll go ahead and flip this up. This back piece is going to flip down, and I want to say we rotate the waist. The feet kind of fold in, and they open up. So you can kind of see, basically, he's already cut. See, this is what he would look like if he was the G1 version with his legs. That's basically what the legs do. So see what I'm saying about how he's going to be very much like the G1, and from here you just basically fold this around. So the arms rotate down this way, and it folds up into here. And so yeah, so there's the way we're going to fold the hands with the hands facing down, because you can see it kind of tabs together in there. And this all closes up. Before we do the legs, we want to open this up, and this part rotates around to become the front of the vehicle, and that just closes right back. So he's just right there. He's got his hood again. And then you rotate this around, and his feet just go right in this nice little spot here. And there's some tabs in the front, and they kind of tab into the fists over here in the back as well to hold it down, plus also this piece flips down to hold it all together. And there is Brawn, all transformed. Very cool little transformation. Very, very good. I love how they got this guy together. It's clean. It's the right mix of complicated but easy to do, and while also giving you good-looking vehicle mode and a great-looking bot mode. So, top notch. One of the best figures Hasbro's done. So, again, highly recommend Studio Series 86 Brawn. I mean, unless you just don't like Brawn. But, yeah, you're saying old MP style figures resale with few exceptions value is pretty trash. Oh yeah, I'm getting rid of some of my older third party masterpiece figures because like I've got a Despotron, which was the Make Toys version of Megatron. Great looking bot, but I ended up getting the masterpiece Megatron, the official one. I'm keeping the official one. I'm selling him. I've got him out there so far. Nobody's biting. I may have him priced a little too high, but I mean he was an expensive bot. I mean I know I'm going to lose money on him, but you know. Should be able to get a little bit more, you know. But I mean, that's, at the end of the day, I gotta get rid of them. So I'll lower the price at some point. Yeah, I only put it up a couple days ago. Maybe somebody will take. Maybe somebody will bite. But yeah, you know, there's been other ones. I sold Girder, Ocular Max Girder, which was a grapple. Decent price, but way less than what I paid for it. I've got Make Toys Wrestle out there. He's up there for like half the price I paid for it, and nobody's biting yet. So yeah, there's just, like I said, I'm not too worried about the price, and you know, honestly, if I lose money on these things, it's good come tax time because I can show that, hey, I lost money on it. I don't owe you anything. But I did sell a few things for profit though. I had an extra Titans Return 6-shot sold for $75. Like that, gone like in like 2 hours. Just buy it now, boom. So something's getting snapped up pretty good. But yeah, I'm probably not the masterpiece stuff. Yeah, asking about that War Dog. I'm sorry to say, War Dog's gone. It was one of the first things to go. Good. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Right after I talked to you, I sent the picture over to the other guys, and that was the only thing anybody wanted. You know, Fire Talk snapped them up and said, "Hey, let me get that." Okay. But everything else, I went and you know, I ended up putting up on eBay and sold some of it. You know, like some of these like little eye gear figures. They were like really old. They were like one of the first ones that were here, I actually have a pack. So there's this one. You know, this is Bushwhacker. They had one that was you know, brawn, but it basically they look just like the G1 bots. And and transform very much like the G1 bots, but they're a little bit more. They give you a little bit better bot mode with better articulation for sure. But they were pretty inexpensive. You know, I had 5 of them. I did manage to sell 3 of them, including Brawn, Gears, and Beachcomber. I have a Swerve and Outback left. One of the things I didn't particularly care for these is the colors were off. Like this guy is basically white instead of beige. Swerve is kind of like pinkish instead of red. But I mean, it's pretty cool what they did. And this is from, I want to say 12 years ago, 10 years ago. I'm trying to look for a date on the package if they had it. Had to be at least 10 years ago. This is one of the very early third-party Transformers. So, but they were pretty good. But you know, I had 5 of them. I sold 3. Currently, I have 1 bid on Swerve right now. So he'll be sold. Nobody's bid on Outback yet. Opening bid's $10, so somebody might get a deal and get Swerve for $10. And the interesting thing, I brought that out. You know, if I I kind of wish I hadn't sold them just yet. But we were just talking about Brawn here. The transformation between those eye gear bots and this Brawn, very similar, especially the way they did the legs, where they kind of come down and then they collapse in half to give you a better one. They basically do the same thing, just in a different way. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to see. Hasbro pulled it off better for sure, though. Yeah, you're saying you purged all your boxes. Yeah, I purged all my boxes too. These few things that I have in boxes, at the time that I was doing the purge, I was going through the boxes and I'm like, yeah, definitely want to keep that, definitely want to keep that, definitely want to keep that, get rid of it. This one, I'll probably sell, so hold on to the box. This one, I'll probably sell, so hold on to the box. This one, I'll probably sell, so hold on to the box. So the ones that I do have boxes for are ones that I thought I would probably sell at some point when I got to it, and I'm at that point now. There are a few other things that I've kept the boxes for, like TFCon exclusives. All the TFCon exclusive figures, I've kept all those boxes. The Collector Club, exclusives from back in the day, the ones that came with boxes, I've kept those boxes. And honestly, I have a lot of them in boxes, like this guy. Brand new in box. What happened here with this guy is I had him pre-ordered, like on TF Source or something, or Chosen Prime or whatever, wherever I was ordering at the time. Completely forgot that I had him pre-ordered. Found him in the store, bought him in the store, and next thing I know it says, "Hey, your Megatron is now paid for." I'm like, "Oh, okay," and I just went ahead and let it happen and got it shipped, and so here he is, still boxed, and he's up on eBay right now. I apparently have him priced a little too high because nobody's biting, but there it is. And other ones, things that happen is I got an extra onslaught because I had already purchased Onslaught like in the store, but he was in the wave, I want to say, with he was in the wave with another bot that I couldn't find individually, but they sold them together as the wave on TF Source. I want to say it was with Hunger. So I couldn't find Hunger individually, so I bought the set of Hunger in an extra Onslaught. So I've got this Onslaught who's been sitting in the package since Combiner Wars. He's up there. I don't think he's not even overpriced. He's up there for starting bid for $20, and nobody's biting on him. Nobody wants Onslaught. And so one of the things I'm going to do, if I have yeah, Super Vage has already he jumped the gun here. So I do plan to highlight some things for giveaways for like channel members. One thing that I have a plan for, anything that doesn't sell, I got to get rid of anyway. So I'm going to give it away. Whether depending on what it is, I'll give some stuff away through like channel members. The thing is, that's actually a losing money because I'm going to pay for the shipping for you. So some things I may just donate locally, and so that way it's just a wash. Yeah, but I do have plans to give away some of the stuff to you guys, channel members though. So, what's your eBay? It's Engineer Hoist, all one word. eBay.com. I don't know how do you do that? I think it's like, I want to say it was like /user/Engineer Hoist, something like that. Yeah, so I got a few things up there. Like I said, some things might be a little overpriced. Some things are pretty good. Yeah, I was just saying, Engineer Hoist. Just like it says right down here, just no space. So I got a few things up there. So if you head over there, even if I don't have anything up there for you now, I think you can follow people. Do that. and I will be posting a lot more stuff, you know, in the coming days and weeks. If you're interested in getting anything like that, you know, go check it out. Go check it out. Like I said, yeah, I'm not here trying to sell or anything, but like, 6 guns up there right now, pretty decent price. Reflectors up there. This World War II Bumblebee is up there. Nobody's bid on 6 gun yet, but I do have bids for these two. Barricade is up there. I think he's overpriced, so that price might be coming down, but he's up there. I already showed you Onslaught. I already showed you Megatron, and I also have a Blitzwing. There's actually been some pretty good bidding going on this guy. So if you want in, he started at the 41. I think he's up to like 50s, or he's up to like 56 or something now. So there's a couple of people going back and forth, bumped him up by like 12 bucks. So yeah, so there's a Blitzwing going there. Also Beast Wars Megatron. He's pretty reasonably priced. I think he's got one bid in at like 25 bucks. So some pretty good deals, and there's a couple things that might be a little overpriced. So it's a little bit of both. I got a Prime First Edition Starscream up there too. The price is a little high, but that's what he's been going for. So this guy. So I got this guy up there as well. So just that's what I've got. I've got a few other things. Like I said, Make Toys Wrestle, Make Toys Despotron. Those couple of iGear dudes. So yeah, check it out. You know. So Robert C4 is saying, Blitzwing. Oh, who else was it you were looking for? I didn't catch you. You said, oh, I think I saw somebody say 6 gun. Is that you? Yeah. You said you're looking for a 6 gun. Yeah, he's sitting there like 18 bucks with no, or 17.90 or whatever, but he got no bids right now. So yeah, you'll get him for a great deal. Yeah, and all of these that I just showed you, completely unopened. They're sealed. Boxes might have a little bit of wear and tear on them, but completely unopened. The third-party ones that I have in there, the way I posted it, if the main picture is in its box, it's a sealed box. Anything else that does have a box, I show it out of the box as the main picture. So yeah, I tried to include it too. So, and so far, only one thing actually has any damage. But I was upfront about it, like that Mega Steel Megatron. This guy right here. He was an all right figure. He was pretty good, but he wasn't great. And there's been better Megatrons that came out. But he's got a little bit of damage. His tank treads on the back, apparently they glued in and the glue came off, so now they're just loose. But it works great in alt mode because it does tab in. In bot mode, it kind of just sits there and tends to fall out. And what really sucks is as I was transforming him to take the pictures, I ended up breaking a piece off of the back. But I'm upfront about it. It happened, but he does have a couple of bits on him, so I said it was in there. So whoever buys it, hopefully they won't be surprised by that, because I did put it in the description. So that's probably all I got to say about that. You guys done hearing me pitch you pitch you all my sales, all my bots for sale? Oh, I didn't really mean to go into auctioneer mode, but you know, it came up, and so yeah. Yeah. Oh, you say okay, it's good to hear. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm keeping you guys entertained or whatever. I don't ever want to. You better not ruin my pockets. Yeah, I don't ever want to feel like I'm trying to pitch to you guys or whatever. I know that's kind of what they say. Oh, your YouTube, you got to try to sell stuff. You know, typically they're not talking about selling your own collection or whatever. But I mean, you know, that's one of the things they say. How do you make money on YouTube? You don't. You use YouTube to make money somewhere else, and so that's not what I'm trying to do here. I mean, you know, I just figured you guys might like to know. So, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah. So, it's whatever money can come in. It's nice. It helps me, you know, pay for some software subscriptions, or you know, maybe buy some new equipment. You know, whatever little bit I get in from YouTube, whether it's your channel memberships or ad revenue or whatever, it all goes right back to YouTube for, you know, like what I said, equipment or subscriptions or whatever. Now the stuff I get from selling the figures, I'm going to put towards getting new figures. So it kind of works out good because I clear some space and get some money to go pay for the new stuff I'm going to buy. And hopefully I buy, you know, I need to clear out a lot of stuff, so hopefully I get a decent amount of money. You know, I can maybe help, you know, get new windows for my house. It's something else I need to do too. So, we'll see. But anyway, I said I was going to stop. I said I was going to stop selling to you, but here I go. Still going. Oh man. Well, Robert, I hope you managed to work that out. Better not ruin your pockets. I don't know what you're talking about that. I mean, I don't know how I could do that. You know, I don't do any kind of shady business like upping the prices and stuff like that. There's people. Fire Talks was just saying he was bidding on something on eBay and ended up losing, and then he said turned around and saw the exact same thing from the exact same person posted up again for a new auction. So he was thinking some shady business was going on there. Oh, you guys both want the 6 gun? Okay, I got you. I'm pretty sure I have it up. You know, all the stuff that I put up for bid, I'm pretty sure I have a buy it now price too. Actually, some of the things I sold off with a, you know, somebody had to buy it now. Hey, cool. I know if I ever see something, I'm not usually one who likes to bid on stuff. I'd rather just hit the buy it now or whatever. I have engaged in bids. There was one thing that I really wanted to get as a gift because it was like the perfect thing for this person. So I did, actually. I got in on bidding. I like the fact that you can set like a maximum that you want to bid for, and they'll just automatically rebid for you. So I did that and managed to actually win that. It was a little more than I hoped to spend, but I mean that's kind of what eBay does. That's the whole point of the bidding, so it works out good for the seller. And I did get the thing that I wanted. So should autograph the 6 gun so it's worth more? No, why would I do that? I don't even have a real autograph, to tell you the truth. I mean, I have my signature, but that's me. I don't have an autograph. Maybe I should come up with one. I don't He is Snake when it comes to bidding. Wait for the right moment, then I strike. I believe they call those people snipers. I don't know. Oh, and we're frozen somehow. Oh no. There we go. Might as well play eBay. What my Weird Al. I haven't. I've heard that song. It's been a while. Cuddy Fox. Oh, we're in the Weird Al conversation now. Amish Paradise or Fat. Oh, so many great Weird Al songs. Oh, you don't even want to get me started. Yes, indeed, he does make some bangers. Oh man. Yeah, Weird Al is. Oh, I've been a fan of his for a long time. I can't say from the very beginning. You know, it was what was the name of that album? Smells Like Nirvana, I think is what it was. Is that no? Off the Deep End is what the album was called. But the main song was Smells Like Nirvana. It's basically kind of like a parody of Nirvana's Nevermind. So that was where I think I really first got into Weird Al Yankovic, and I've since went back and listened to his older stuff too, and I like that too. Super VH is like, "You Don't Love Me Anymore." That song is so funny. I crack up every time I hear that. It's just how it gets so, just how it escalates so much. And he's singing it so lovingly, talking about all the ways that his lover is trying to kill him. He's talking this so lovingly. It's so... Oh my gosh. Dare to Be Stupid is your favorite. Okay, yeah. Dare to Be Stupid is cool. I mean, I definitely like it for its use in the Transformers movie, but it's definitely not. I wouldn't say it's up in my top songs, but it definitely gets high marks for being, the official anthem of the Junkions. Oh, let's see. Oh, The Night Santa Went Crazy is one of his originals. That was on. I think that's on the Amish Paradise album. He had some good stuff on his latest album too. What was it? It was the one where he's talking like the dick there. He's got like Foil. Foil is so great, and the video even is like perfectly done as well. Handy is good. One of my favorites, and it's not like one of the popular ones or whatever, but Albuquerque. It's a very long song, and it just kind of just complete nonsense. He loses his way halfway through the middle, and intentionally, it's part of the plan. But still, it's funny. It's like he's singing, telling the story, and he just kind of loses his way in the middle of the song, and then he picks back up and finishes out. Yeah, Albuquerque, yes, definitely one of my favorites. Running with Scissors album, I think, is that one. Oh, what else? Some of the other ones. Oh, don't download this song. It was perfect. Don't download this song. Because people were downloading the heck out of that song. 'Cause that was right about the time where people were having a big deal. It was the whole Napster thing before downloading songs was legitimate or whatever. And so Party at the CIA is okay. Not definitely one of my favorites. Yes. I was just going to say that. Trapped in a Drive-Thru. 10 minutes of telling the most ridiculous, like, boring, normal evening of a couple's story, told in the R. Kelly, I think it was. Is that R. Kelly? Or I don't. 90% of the songs he does parodies of, I've never even heard the original, to tell you the truth. Besides the earlier ones, like Michael Jackson, Beat It, and Bad, of course, you know that, but a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, love Trapped in the Drive-Thru. Yeah, Couch Potato is a good one. Yes. Oh, so many good songs. All About the Pentiums was a good one. Oh, White and Nerdy. Gosh, how can I forget about that one? White and Nerdy. Like, so brilliant. All of his polkas are great. Kendrick Vieira Ramos, don't forget one song that's what I call polka. Oh, all of his polkas are great. They're usually like a medley of songs, popular songs from that era, like the exact words from that era, but he's redid it as a polka. Bohemian Polka, he did the Bohemian Rhapsody in the style of a polka, just like a straight up Bohemian Rhapsody cover as a polka. Yes, yeah, I love his polkas. I mean, it's perfect. He plays the accordion. I mean, that's what if you play the accordion, you gotta play polkas, right? So yes, those are so yeah, definitely you gotta. His polkas are top notch. So many good ones that just aren't coming to mind. What was the one on his last album? It was like the fight song, where they're the marching band. It's like fight song or something like that, where they go and he's he's talking about like our team's great and your team sucks. It's like that's like the absolute perfect thing. Anybody who's been in high school and has gone to like high school sports games, and particularly if you're in the band and you had to play these songs and you did the chants for our team's great, your team sucks, and all that stuff. That is like the perfect. Like everything he said there is like completely sarcastic, but it's exactly what every single fight song is about. And so great. Oh yeah, Saga Begins. Yes, that's great. And I heard a story where he had not even seen the movies when he wrote that song. He'd only seen like trailers or something like that. And some of the stuff he kind of was guessing at, but kind of ended up nailing it. So yeah. Oh, we're going back a ways. Living with a Hernia. Yeah. That one I haven't heard much. That was probably a little before my time, but yeah, I've definitely heard it. That was a James Brown song, wasn't it? Living in America, I think is what it was. Originally, Trigger Happy. Yes, every song, Off the Deep End. I used to watch that from front to back, or listen to that from front to back all the time. It was one of the first CDs that I got, and it just like stayed in my Discman or whatever, and I just listened to that front to back all the time. Yeah, Trigger Happy. Yep. Yeah, that's where the You Don't Love Me Anymore. The Smells Like Nirvana, of course, I mentioned that already, is great. The White Stuff. Oh, funny story about that. I was in high school and I was playing that song, and my sister is 8 years younger than me, so she was maybe late elementary school, and she was a big fan of the Backstreet Boys. Okay, and so this was a parody of their song, and I'm sitting there. I'm just enjoying my Weird Al Yankovic. She comes down the hall and just starts crying, yelling at me, "Turn that off!" Because she was so upset. Oh, it was so funny. And being the big brother, that tend to just like pick at each other. It's all out of love or whatever. I kind of thought it was hilarious. I think I ended up feeling bad a little bit later or whatever. you know, I don't think she cares about it now. But yeah, I remember her coming down the hallway crying, "Shut that off!" He was so upset that he was making fun of the Backstreet Boys. But that's the thing is, in most of these cases, he's not actually making fun of the artist or the song. He's just using that song and putting new lyrics to it. Smells Like Nirvana, he was totally, you know, making fun of Nirvana, but they were okay with it. So sometimes he does actually make fun of them. Like I think he did like I perform this way, like sending up Lady Gaga. But most of the stuff is not actually making fun of the artist. And like the white stuff, it was about the white stuff in the middle of an Oreo. He's not making fun of the Backstreet Boys at all. It's just he's talking about how great the white stuff in the middle of an Oreo cookie is. Oh man, we're going off. We're going on a long run of Weird Al. So what else you got? Christmas at Ground Zero. You know, I can't remember that. The only thing that comes to mind from a Weird Al Christmas song is "The Night Santa Went Crazy." That's the only one that comes to mind. Weird Al better and funnier than a few others like Cletus T. Judd, Ray Stevens, and Jeff Foxworthy. Well, I don't know who those first two guys even are. I know Jeff Foxworthy, but he's just a stand-up comedian. He doesn't do songs. So... Poor Rudolph. Yeah. It's been forever since I heard that song. Y'all are gonna make me go spin up Weird Al in my playlist. I'm trying to think. I actually got some of his videos in a YouTube playlist. It's a private playlist of music just for me to listen to when I need to. But I like having that sometimes on there. It's not just Weird Al. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But what is? Oh, Virus Alert. Virus Alert's another hilarious one. And you gotta see the video for that. I can't think... Oh, I'll Sue You is the name of it. It's not a parody of a specific song, or of a specific song or band. It's more of a parody of the genre. And they've got him animated very like with like short dreadlocks, very much like you would see Rage Against the Machine. It's that type of a song. Great stuff. New Kids on the Block. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. It probably was New Kids on the Block. It probably was New Kids on the Block. But she liked Backstreet Boys too, so it was one of the two of them. Yeah, the white stuff. Yeah. Now that you say that, I think you're right. Let's go listen to it in the music chat on Discord. Man, we haven't used that in forever. I don't know if that's I don't know if that even still works. if it does, let's go do it. Yeah. Oh. What else you got? Yeah, there was the one. I think they called it Alapalooza. It was the one where there was like the Jurassic Park logo. I can't remember what songs were off of that. I remember like the Jurassic Park song. I forget what it was. That was kind of weak. I wasn't crazy about that one. Oh, I think he did it was like Red Hot Chili Peppers cover. It was like the Flintstones. That was pretty good. Yabba dabba do now. Yabba dabba do now. Don't know what it means, but I'll say it anyhow. Oh my goodness. The things we, do. I don't remember how it goes, but something like Frank's 2000-inch TV, which is just kind of crazy. Wasn't particularly great, but for whatever reason, that stands out to me. I don't think there's an animation of the one where he parodied the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they did make a video of it, and they kind of spoofed the Chili Peppers like "Give It Away Now" video, where it's kind of black and white, and they're kind of like in that paint and shot from down below or whatever. So there's definitely a video out there, but it's not animated. They actually shot it live. I'll have to go. Oh, did any of y'all see the Weird Al movie? It's on Roku, I think. Really good movie. Really good movie. There were shades of truth in parts of that movie, but it was not particularly accurate to his real life. But definitely, if you get a chance, oh, you haven't, so I won't tell you anything about it. If you get a chance, you gotta go see it. If you're a fan of Weird Al, you're gonna enjoy it. So, yeah, it triggered me when you said Another One Rides the Bus, because they talk about how he, where he goes and starts with his parody. So they do the Another One Rides the Bus. Isn't it a parody of his life? Kind of. Maybe not exactly his life, but yes, it's definitely to be taken tongue-in-cheek. The best part is Weird Al comes on at the very beginning and he's like, yes, this is totally a true story. All of this stuff really happened. Basically. So, so I mean, he set you up right there at the beginning. So as you get deeper into the movie, you realize that, oh yeah, there's no way this is real. But yeah, but he did say some of the things that happened in that movie are inspired by things that happen in real life. For example, like when he's doing Another One Rides the Bus, he's singing that, and like one of his friends who becomes a band member is just doing the percussion, banging on his accordion case. That actually happened. It just didn't happen in the exact way that they show it in the movie, but he did actually do that. So. It's kind of like it's not anybody in particular's life. Kind of like when I was saying like the "I'll Sue You" song was more of a genre parody. It's a parody of that type of a angry white kid kind of rock music. Like it's similar to Rage Against the Machine, but not exactly just a Rage Against the Machine. It's like a genre parody. That's kind of what this is. It's kind of like a genre parody of biopics and a few other. Movie tropes or whatever. So it's not a parody of him or any other living being. It's more of a parody of movie tropes told in the frame of this is Weird Al's story. So what genre is Bruno Mars in? That's a good question. I'm not I think he would be considered probably hip hop, maybe R&B, maybe crossover a little bit of that depending on the song. You're saying R&B, rap, pop, yeah. I'm not a big, I'm not big into that type of scene. I definitely know, I've heard Bruno Mars and his songs. I would think that would probably be hip hop or R&B. You know, maybe a little bit of both. You know, depending on the song. A little pop, maybe. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Mainly rock and metal. Honestly, my knowledge of some of the more recent pop songs comes entirely from BeatStar. Yeah, I've you know, Space 8 put out that game not too long ago. They tried to get all of us in there playing it by offering us the touch for free, and I got hooked. It's fun. I really enjoy that game. I've been playing it ever since it came out, and so they come out with all sorts of music that, you know, I like that they've got some good hard rock songs in there, which I really enjoy. But they've also got all sorts of other different genres, rap, you know, R&B. They got some country in there and all this stuff, and so most of the you know, there's times I'll be hearing the music playing like in a store or whatever, and I'm just like, hey, that's a BeatStar song, because that's the only place I've ever hear it. So, but I gotta say, for the most part, they do pick some good songs that you know, I actually kind of enjoy, and they're you know, the best part is that if it's fun to play, I'm you know, so. So, yeah, so we definitely go. I definitely enjoy playing the BeatStar. Yeah, one of the songs I just got was like a deluxe version, which is like it's a really more difficult version of Informer from Snow. I remember that song from back in the day. That was when I was listening more to pop music or whatever. And you know, when they first brought that out there, I was like, "Oh wow, that's cool." But then they came out with a harder version. I just got that like today, and I played it a few times. It's so fun. It's great when it's a song that I know and enjoy, even if it's one from like the past, like that one. But when they actually do have a good chart to play, it's great. So they got that. Are you asking how many songs are on my playlist? Are you talking about BeatStar or just in general? Because I mean, in general, I don't have. Well, I suppose I have a playlist of rock and metal, but it's like all of my songs, which is hundreds, if not thousands. And I think I have all but just a handful of the BeatStar songs unlocked. Yeah. Let's see. Country is hit or miss. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm never really a super big fan of country, but the country songs they picked for the game are really good. Yeah, I enjoy them. They're I mean, some of them are, you know, just good in general. Some are like really good country song, like, you know, so it wasn't like Fancy Like Applebee's, but I think that's actually kind of funny or whatever. It's kind of a fun song. It's a good chart, and you know. But not exactly songs I would probably put in my personal playlist, but I enjoy them when they come around to play in the game. I don't even know if that's the name of the song, but I know that line. And I do think it's funny where one of the lines along is talking about like dipping your fries in a Frosty. I'm like, hey, I did that. Back in the day, you go to Wendy's, get yourself fries and a little small Frosty, and what do you put on your fries? You don't put ketchup. You dip that in your Frosty. You have ice cream on your fries. What were we thinking? And as much as I'd like to, that's not something I need to be doing right now. So. Still haven't tried the Frosty. You know what Frosty fries are #1. Yep. I don't know what it is, man, but chocolate soft serve on a French fry. Good stuff. It's been forever since I did that, but yeah, I'm trying to watch what I eat and trying to lose a little bit of weight, so I can't go out and go do that right now. That's all right. I'll forget about it. Queen will have at least 10 songs. Oh yeah, Queen's great. Yeah. Yeah, well, first song I knew was done by Queen. I've probably heard other songs before, but the first one that I knew that Queen did was Bohemian Rhapsody. And like many people, I think I was introduced to them through Wayne's World. But over time, I became, I was made more aware of other Queen songs, and yeah, they're great. I mean, everybody knows a Queen song, whether they know it or not. We will rock you. You ever been to a sporting event? You did that? You're clapping along to a Queen song. They were genius for doing that, coming up with that audience participation. They will probably be have the longest lived, most played song ever because of that little bit right there. Then of course the whole "We Are the Champions." Yep, there you go. Cuddy Fox just came in there with it, with the comment. So, yeah. Anytime anybody wins a championship, boom, they're bringing that song out. So, yeah. But there's so many other good songs too. Yeah. Oh, so we're actually coming back to the game, talking about it. Okay, Last Cyan, that's cool. This is an Earth Wars stream after all. If you have 40 of the 5 stars, impressive. Mostly top-notch bots. Is there any reason you should pull any more? You have every endurance bot from Braun on. I don't know, man. I mean, I've got almost all of the 4 stars except like the most recent ones, and I've got a pretty good collection of 5-star bots myself. I fill up all of my squads, send them all off on dispatch missions, and I still have bots left over. Do I really need more bots? I suppose that, it's really kind of up to you. Is there a bot that you think could help your squad, or are you satisfied with your? Are you satisfied with your squads? Then I would say no. Don't go pull anymore. But if you're, if there's another bot out there, like say like the new batch, maybe you want Sentius, Magnus, or Malice. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe you want those guys for one of your squads. Then maybe it'd be worth going pulling for some more bots. But if you're good, you don't really need them. You don't, or any of the other bots that are out there. Just sit still. Just hold on to your shards. Maybe there'll be better bots in the next batch, or if you've got that many 5 stars, I'm guessing you probably have Omega Supreme at 5-star already. If not, that would be something to save for. Otherwise, they haven't announced anything about it yet, but we're pretty sure that we're going to be seeing 5-star Titans at some point. So if you're happy with your squad of 4 stars and 5 stars, and you already have Omega Supreme, it might be time to start sitting on those 5-star shards for whenever that Titan comes around. Yeah, and it depends, but then again, it also depends if you're like Cuddy Fox and you're a collector and you want to catch them all. You could go ahead and go do that, but it really kind of depends on what your goals are in the game. Oh yeah, talking about the Queen song. It's another one, "Bites the Dust." That's another one that you hear a lot about in sports. If you're saying the strikeout, what they do that when someone strikes out in baseball. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see. How do you feel about Earthspark? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Earthspark. It was it might have been a little slow getting started, but I think it's solid. They got good characters. You know, the whole idea of the Terrans, you know, just being born on Earth and not. I mean, it's a new idea. It's a unique idea. It's something new. That you haven't seen in Transformers before. Of course, you got Optimus Prime, you got Bumblebee, you got Grimlock shows up, and Alita 1, and you know, and you know, we see some of the other bots that are familiar, and of course, there's going to be humans. You know, there's always going to be humans because they set it on Earth for familiarity reasons. But outside of my favorite human sidekicks in any Transformers are the kids and like Fowler from Transformers Prime. Best human characters in Transformers shows ever. There's other good ones, but I think those are my favorite ones. But I think it's good that they've done good in Earthspark as well. Yeah, like Red Alert, like the new faction, the Maltobots, because they're all like they're all like the kids of you know, the Maltos. You know, so, and in a way they kind of are, because they kind of symbiosis or something like that with the kids with the sleeves. But yeah, I like them. Like I said, if you weren't here before, I picked up a Jawbreaker figure not too long ago. I've got Twitch. It's kind of interesting how they had you know, Optimus and Megatron and some of the other bots working with that human organization. I forget what they call them, but it's very similar. It's very similar to like the way in the Bayformers, where they were kind of working alongside Nest, like particularly Dark of the Moon. Very, very similar dynamic as that, where they were working along with that. But yeah, I enjoy the show, and it's got some Ghost is what it's called. Thanks, Red Alert. I was in my mind, but I couldn't wasn't sure. But and you know, when they first introduced him, Mandroid, I was like, oh come on, this is it really this guy's going to be the villain at first, but then he got good. He got you know, he became a pretty good villain. So I definitely liked where it went and where it ended up, and yeah, it's good humor, especially Prime, super relatable, trying to fit in. Yeah, and Megatron too, because Megatron, you know, he switched sides, and you know, he's working with them, and you know, the Decepticons are still out there, but Megatron's working with Optimus Prime and Ghost and all that, and I can see some of the purists are gonna be like, Megatron's not supposed to be a good guy. Okay, fine, I get it. You want to be that way? Yeah, no problem. I like it. It's something different, you know. But you know, and that's. You know, one of the things you want to talk about, trying to fit in, learn, and be relatable, Megatron, because he was the bad guy for so long. He's still trying to, he wants to be the good guy, but he's still trying to learn a little bit of how to be that. So yeah, so that's good. Not a big fan of BotBots. I gotta tell you, I have not watched BotBots at all, so. I have quite a few BotBots. You know, the figures, they're okay. I don't know why I got so many of them. That was one of those times where I was just like, I gotta get everything. It's cool. It's a Transformer. It's cool. And some of them actually are cool. I don't need as many as I do have, but I'm going to keep some. Like I've got the one that turns into a Cocoa Cup. My masterpiece Megatron's been holding that for forever, so it's like his coffee. And I've got Star Saber back there, still holding that lollipop I gave him a while back. So some of the bots I'll definitely keep for accessories like that. Some of the other stuff I can just kind of don't really need it. I'm positive they would not sell for anything. So I don't know. Maybe I'll hand out bots at TFCon or something. I'll just toss them into a crowd. Here's a bot for you. Bot for you. No, I wouldn't do that. Like, hey, you bought a figure from me? Congratulations, you get a free bot too. And they'd probably just hand it back to me. As I ship out boxes, I'll just toss a bot in there as packing for luck. I don't know. I was thinking I might, make up some of my hammers. I still haven't managed to design anything else, but I was thinking that it might be a good idea to print up some of my hammers. Somebody be like, oh, what was that? You got beamed by a bot. Don't mind Earthspark, watch it from time to time, just can't let the 5-year-old watch it, someone messaging isn't somebody's ready for it yet. I will agree with that. They did touch that topic, the one I'm talking about with Nightshade. That's a topic, probably they got a little preachy with that one. I mean, I'm fine with it. I got no problem with what they're saying there, except for the fact that they're doing it in what's ostensibly a children's cartoon. It's probably not the place for it. But other than that, I mean, other than that one episode where they talk about it, they really don't touch on that topic again. So, I mean, you could watch the whole show and just kind of like don't show that episode because it's not super important to the overall flow of the show. So I mean, if you were trying to avoid that topic because of its sensitivities for whatever reason, because of kids, all that stuff, you could probably just skip that episode and the rest of the show because they don't really touch on it too much in the rest of the show that I noticed. It does get a little dark near the end with people and things dying or being corrupted and stuff like that. So it's a little PG-13 towards the end. So yeah, maybe not the show for a 5-year-old. It's kind of weird though because it starts off like it would be like like another Rescue Bots type of show, but then it got really close to Transformers Prime Darkness at the end. So it's kind of really weird. So, Rescue Bots. Yeah, if you haven't, if you got a 5-year-old and you haven't seen Rescue Bots, go find Rescue Bots. That's perfect. Cuddy Fox is saying Rescue Bots Academy. Even that skews even younger. But yeah, they've got good lessons in those shows. Nothing inappropriate for kids. And there's a lot of Rescue Bots shows. In fact, I think Rescue Bots was the longest running Transformers show ever, if I remember correctly. So there's a lot of good Rescue Bots stuff. I will sing the praises of Rescue Bots until the day I die. I really hope we get some Rescue Bots representation in Legacy. I've heard the rumor that there might be a Rescue Bots chase coming, and that would be cool. But if we're going to get a Rescue Bots chase, we better get the Boulder and Heatwave and Blades. Salvage would be great too. I see Sideswipe did end up in Rescue Bots at some point. Linked it with RID-15, and Blur did show up in the RID-15 toy line. I got that Blur. That's the only Rescue Bots that the only character that was on Rescue Bots that came over into that show um, in Warrior / Deluxe class type of a thing. I mean, obviously they made the play school type of, you know, the top of the Rescue Bot stuff, which is great. But as much as I like them, I just couldn't bring myself to be getting those toys. But which is kind of tough because they did make a Hoist. I don't think he ever showed up in the show, but they did make a Hoist toy in that little Rescue Bots, the preschool, the play school type of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's exactly what I was thinking. I actually got an extra bulkhead to do that custom myself. I need to figure out how to and sit down and figure out how to design, you know, the bin for his back, and then paint up that bulkhead. I mean, the head shape is even the same. You don't even need a new head. You just need to paint the head, you know, paint the body, all that stuff. I mean, bulkhead with a garbage container and probably some prongs or whatever. That's a perfect salvage. I got an extra bulkhead specifically for that reason. And I did catch some of you guys talking about the hammers. Like let's see, Red Alert will take a couple more hammers. Pack a hammer with 6 gun. I could do that. Yeah, that was kind of one of the ideas I was thinking. If I can get it. Some of them don't come out great though. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Like this one's kind of blurry. And I wouldn't want to, you know, I certainly wouldn't want to sell that. Maybe I'd give it away for free. I mean, the other side looks okay. This one looks a little different, so I was trying to think that that's a little smushed. It's not great. That one's even not, you know, still not great. So not all of these look that great. So I still, you know, that's why I never really actually went around to sell anything. And see, this one's got issues that, you know. So they all seem to have issues because I never really got it dialed in to be like really good. That's why I never really, you know, sold anything right away. But you know, giveaways or whatever. I mean, you know, as long as I'm not paying for it. I mean, who cares? I mean, it looks good enough to be a giveaway, I suppose. But I did have it in my mind that maybe I should print up a pretty decent sized batch. I could do, you know, even if I don't sell them at all, I could, you know, just like, hey, you know, if you buy a figure from me, you can have a hammer, something like that. I don't know. So. I haven't really printed anything since I finished that Pit of Judgment because I started to get back into the eBay thing because I'm telling you, it really messes with my mood. The fact that I just don't have anywhere for anything, that's why I finally really kicked myself. I gotta start putting things on eBay and selling all this stuff. So I've been focused on that for a little while. But I'll get back to it. I still want to design, you know, some guns. I don't think I'll, you know, like the Earth Wars guns. I still don't think that will. I'm almost positive I won't get to it in time to do anything for TFCon. But I have the hammer design. I just need to actually, you know, make sure the settings are all right and actually go print the darn thing. You're always figuring until you use a hammer. I don't think I ever gave it to my Hoist figure, but I did give it to the lift ticket because he's got Wreck-Gar down the side. So in my headcanon, lift ticket is officially part of the Wreckers. But if you want to see what Hoist looks like with the hammer, there you go. Naturally, I have a Hoist figure with an arm's reach on my table here. Worst outpost spots part 2. Yeah, I know. I hear people keep asking for you know, updates for the outpost spots videos or whatever. That takes a little bit of time to work, honestly, looking for that footage. And I just, yeah, like I said, I've talked to y'all about, you know, I've got so many other things going on. I just don't really have the time to. I just don't think to do it. I mean, even when I'm playing the game, except for when it says I have to do a normal battle, I'm usually just like, you know, dropping my squad, 2 zones down, fast forward. So, but you've got nominations. Worst outpost spots: Hoist, yes. Tracks, yes. Nose cone, yes. Roadbuster, don't know, but probably. And the Decepticon counterparts. I'd have to compare them to the other bots that I included. I mean, never will any medic not be #1. That's what it's like. If you know, clearly you've seen my video. Number 1 worst outpost spot is any medic, and that will always be the case because outpost bots are there to attack and defend, and they, by definition, really don't. They have 2 red alerts in arm's reach. Oh, and one is the one I gave you. Oh, cool. Which one was that? Was that the Magic Square one? I think it was the Magic Square, wasn't it? Put the hammer in his gun. Oh, let me see if I could do that. Or Iron Factory. Yeah, I might have done the Iron Factory with it. Oh, it totally does fit. I never even thought about that. So yeah, he actually did use a hammer. There was a, you know, like some masterpiece spots come with a little attachment for his hand there. That is a hammer. Not quite as comically large as this, but yeah, that's actually a really cool idea. You're gonna bring the hammer down. That's a cool idea. I didn't even think about that. So, yeah. Oh man, that's a cool idea. I like that. I'm gonna leave that there for now. That's an awesome idea. Indestructible by Disturbed, yes, yeah. Oh, big fan of Disturbed. Indestructible is definitely a good song. The Hoist, God of Thunder. Oh my goodness! We talk about all this random stuff and look at the time, man. Oh, it's been fun though. I am starting to feel it though. That's what made me look at the clock. So yeah. Anyway, stay tuned about you know, more things going up for sale on eBay, or if you're coming to TFCon, I'm bringing stuff to sell there, and I'll probably have hammers at TFCon at some point. Maybe I'll put them up for sale some other time, or toss them in, or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe it'll be a giveaway prize. I don't know. Well, we'll do something. But I just need to get it to where would be proud to give it out, because right now it's just, the design is good, but I just need to find the right settings to print out good stuff. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.